The World Values Network is one of the most influential pro-Israel organizations in the United States. Our mission is to impart and disseminate Jewish values and ideals to the American people and the wider world. We are currently at the forefront of promoting and defending the State of Israel. In an era where forces from across the spectrum are trying to delegitimize the Jewish state, our organization combats these attacks and defends the morality and righteousness of the Jewish state. The World Values Network, led by Rabbi Shmuley Boteach, has spread the light of Jewish values in over 100 high-profile events, speeches, and television appearances. We've hosted presidential candidate Ted Cruz, Governor Chris Christie, Nobel laureate Elie Wiesel, President Kagame.
One lesson we learned along the way was not to dwell so much on blaming others for what has happened or what has not happened, but to take responsibility for ourselves.
Dr. Miriam and Sheldon Adelson, Bret Stephens, Michael Steinhardt, Senator Robert Menendez, Ambassador Samantha Power.
That my children and my children's children, and Elie, your grandchildren, will one day open the pages of night and be forced to ask themselves the ever-important questions. What would I have done? And what will I now do?
Sean Penn, Israeli Ambassador Ron Dermer, among many others. Rabbi Shmuley has made dozens of appearances on Fox News, CNN, BBC, MSNBC, RT, ABC, CBS, and many other news outlets in the past year, imparting moral guidance and family values, and eloquently defending the Jewish state.
No, it's painful to be caught red-handed with a misrepresentation. You can try to distract, but a gentleman would say, I'm sorry. So I am sorry if I did misstate that.
In the last year, our organization has published over 200 columns on a wide array of topics in publications such as the Jerusalem Post, the New York Observer, Wall Street Journal, Times of Israel, the Jewish Standard, Huffington Post, Daily Beast, and many others, reaching millions of readers. Our fan page on Facebook has more than 750,000 individual likes, making it one of the world's popular and impactful pro-Israel media presences. Our Twitter page has over 242,000 followers as well. Our award-winning full-page ads in the New York Times have allowed us to highlight and publicize the inconvenient truths that usually go unreported. These ads have made a global impact well beyond the 1.3 million readers of the New York Times. They have highlighted such issues as Iran's genocidal threats against the Jewish people, the atrocities of ISIS and Hamas, and the American government's failure to recognize the Armenian genocide. Our ads succeeded in exposing notorious Israel hater William Shabbos, who was chosen to lead the UN Gaza Commission in the hopes of defaming the Jewish state.
If I had to think of an individual who would be the greatest threat to the survival of Israel, I'd probably choose Netanyahu.
Shabbos subsequently resigned his post, citing our ad campaign as one of the reasons for his departure. Nobel Peace Laureate Elie Wiesel joined us in a widespread media campaign against the Iran deal. It was later shown to have been cited with concern in email correspondence between then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and her anti-Israel advisor Sidney Blumenthal. Our recent ad called on Hillary Clinton to disavow Sidney Blumenthal and his anti-Semitic son, Max. Max later could be seen verbally attacking Rabbi Shmuley at an anti-AIPAC rally in a video that went viral.
Israel's not a democracy, it's an apartheid state. Say the Palestinians.
Our award-winning Rennick ad highlighted Israel's exceptional record protecting the rights of gay men and women, and highlighted the plight of homosexuals living under Hamas and Iranian rule. When Secretary of State John Kerry recently justified terrorism committed against Israelis, our ad called on him to repudiate his comments. Weeks later, Kerry stood by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at a press conference in Israel.
Israel has every right in the world to defend itself and has an obligation to defend itself. And it will. And it is.
This coming year, the World Values Network will be expanding our activities and making a greater impact than ever before. Our important work has been made possible by people like you, people who care deeply about the Jewish people and the future of America's values, and who stand strong with the State of Israel. To all of the friends, families, and supporters who help and encourage us in our vital mission, we thank you. And together, we are truly making this world a better place.